Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good evening. How are you all? Doing well? Okay. Please see page number 75. The last quote in the page. You should work like a master and not as a slave. Work incessantly but not do slave's work. Pay as much attention to means as to the end. You should work like a master and not as a slave. What it means? We all work like masters or slaves. Huh? Do you all work like masters? Yeah, I will tell you what it is to work like a master. If you are really a master of work, you will not set your mind on the fruit of your action and the final outcome or the result. You will never bother about the outcome of your work. You are interested in action and action and action alone. A master of work will say, I will work for the sake of work. I don't care for the results. Can you say like that? Then you are a master of work. But 90% of us, we work like slaves. What will I gain? What will I get? Right? When you engage in some action, there is expectation, right? What will I gain? I am working. I want something out of it. The result, the outcome is important for us, right? Swami is saying that that is a slave's work. Forget about once you set the goal. Forget about the goal. What you need to do to reach the goal, focus on that. You set the goal, okay? There is a means to reach the goal, right? Otherwise, goal is only dream. You set the goal. Oh, I want to reach goal. I want to reach goal. Will you reach? Your goal is to reach Delhi. No, I want to reach Delhi. I want to reach Delhi. I want to reach Delhi. You say, will you reach? You have to purchase a ticket, here a train. On a particular day, you have to go to the station or airport. Then you have to board the train or plane. That's how you reach Delhi. So you have set the goal. After setting the goal, what you need to do, okay? You must make the effort. You must focus on the means to reach the goal. But your mind, half of your mind is on the goal, let us say. What happens? You have only one mind. This one mind simultaneously cannot focus on both on the means and the end. So you have said, to crack civil services or some other, group 1 exam, let us say. You have set the goal. What you need to do? You have to take the syllabus, see the syllabus. You have to see the previous question papers. And then how best you can write, how best you can prepare. That's all. That ends the matter, right? No, but you are thinking about the goal. What will I, if I get this service, what state cadre I should prefer? Okay, how much salary will I get? How much of popularity I will get? How much of power I will get? That's daydreaming, right? You don't have to waste your time thinking about the goal after setting the goal. You must focus only on the means. If you perfect the means, the end will take care of itself, Swami says. The end is bound to come. Result will anyway come. When you are fully focused on the means, 100% of your attention you need to give to the means. The process, because you have only one mind. Simultaneously, it can't be actually divided between the process and also on the end. That's what actually to be working like a master. Swami says, that's why in the Bhagavad Gita also we have, yajnarthat karmanaha anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Action must be done like a yajna, sacrifice. The fruit of action is sacrifice to the Lord. Okay, you have chosen deity, Ishtadaivam we call. So your fruit of action, you surrender to him. You won't care for the fruit of action. Then actually detachment comes. When there is a detachment, Nissanga Buddhi, then you will be fearless. Because you're fearless, you'll be able to focus better on the work that you need to do. Otherwise, mind brings fear. What? You're putting so much of effort, so much of time, so much of money you're spending on it. 3 years, 4 years, you prepare. What if you don't get it? The money will put the question. Mind will ask you the question. Then fear comes. But if you're not focused on the end result, I don't care for the result. I'll just focus on the work and work only on the means. Then you'll be able to work like master in a sense. 100% of mind is here on the method and the process. You will reach the end. Your chances of getting the result are more if you're focused on the means. That's what actually it means when Swami is saying that work like a master and not like a slave. It's very important in our lives. Most of the time, it goes in waste in daydreaming. You set the goal, but you are not actually perfecting the means. You are not focused on the means. You don't work sincerely. You don't strive hard to reach the goal. Then what is the use? Anyway, this way, you have to learn to work with detachment. Yajnarthat karmana anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. See, what is the ultimate goal of life? To come out of the cycle of life and death. Why actually Swamiji is asking here is to work with detachment. The nature of the action is it creates bondage. It binds us. Action has a tendency. Why we are here now in this form, human form? Okay. The last birth, you perform certain action. Maybe in this body or through some other body. May not be with human body. Animal body could be. So this birth actually, you got this human birth. The present existence actually is a resultant of the past work, past action performed through another body. And your future actually body embodiment is dependent upon the present action that you perform with this embodiment. So ultimate goal of life is to come out of the cycle of birth and death. Death means birth, birth means death. This is a cycle. So we respect people like Buddha and Vivekananda because of this, because they have come out of the cycle. It's not easy to come out of the cycle. This is a vicious cycle. This cycle entangles us. Again, it brings us into the world. Life and death, life and death, life and death. You have to break the cycle. That only a hero can do. And that's why actually we respect them, because they could come out of the cycle of life and death. As action by nature actually is capable of creating bondage. It is in the nature, the very nature of action. It adds bondage to. So it brings us back, because if you do work with desires, if you do work with expecting the result, it brings you another birth. So if you don't want birth, if you want to break the cycle, you must work with detachment. Then you are a hero. Then you are a master. Otherwise, you are a slave. It's a very great ideal in our culture. Through action only, we have to get liberation, because we all have to work. There is no option. Not that I'll sit in meditation 24 hours, somebody will bring me food. Okay, that's not the case, right? You have to work in this world, but work actually entangles you. The entanglements mean it creates bondage, it binds us down. So to come out of this cycle of life and death, you need to know how to work. This is called secret of work. You must work like a master. What it means to work like a master? You never care for the results. You work for the sake of work. You work in freedom and you work with love. Then you are a hero. Then you are a master. You get the point? Adamainda? Thank you. Nice day.